Welcome to this demonstration of the new H2Ocean high sensitivity test kit range from D&D the aquarium solution. Getting to know your test kit. Your test kit will arrive in a hard protective waterproof case. Inside there will be two sets of instructions. The first, a pictographic card showing each step of the test procedures. On the reverse side there will be a colour swatch for using with the comparator. If this is your first time using the test kit, then it is strongly recommended that the full written instructions are followed. These include full details on each step of the test procedure and helpful information on what the readings mean. Once familiar with the test kit, then the quick reference card may be used from that point forwards. Included will be all the necessary reagents and a reference solution that can be used up to 5 times over the course of the test kit's life. It's important that this reference solution is not contaminated and the lid is replaced immediately after use.
There will be 2 test vials provided, a 6mm syringe for taking water samples, a comparator for holding the test vials, and 2 stopper caps for use when storing the test vials with RO water. These will not be required for the test and should not be used due to the possibility of contamination of the test sample.
To ensure ongoing accuracy, it is essential to follow the recommended cleaning procedures for each specific kit before and after use. Full details can be found on our dedicated cleaning video. Testing phosphate. This phosphate test kit allows testing of both high and low range levels of phosphate as indicated in step 1 of the instructions. In this case, we will be conducting the low range test. Step 1. Using the 6mm syringe, add 12ml of aquarium water to both test vials. Care should be taken to keep the tip submerged to prevent drawing in any excess air, and we should pay close attention to make sure that the base of the plunger meets the correct line on the syringe. If necessary to avoid spillages, all of the following steps can be conducted with the vials in the comparator. However, care should be taken to keep our sample vial closest to us at all times to ensure that we add the reagents to the correct vial. Step 2. Taking one of our test vials, place it into the comparator. Step 3. Taking reagent A, shake for several seconds before use, and then add 7 drops to the second test vial.
For ease of viewing, this demonstration shows the bottles being held at 45 degrees when delivering the reagents. It is recommended, however, during normal testing that the bottle is held vertically above the vial to ensure a consistent drop size. This is due to surface tension at the tip of the bottle, which increases as the bottle is slanted over. This can result in a larger drop size than required and is a rule that should be applied to all test kits.
Step 4. Gently agitate the vial for several seconds to make sure the solution is well mixed. If necessary, and to avoid spillages, this step may be conducted with the vial inside the comparator, keeping the comparator flat to the surface and spinning round several times to ensure the fluids are well mixed in the vial. Step 5. Taking reagent B, shake for several seconds to agitate, and then add 2 drops to the test vial. We should remember to replace the cap immediately after use. Step 6. Gently agitate the vial for several seconds to ensure the solution is well mixed. If necessary, and to avoid spillages, this step may be conducted with the vial inside the comparator by keeping the comparator flat to the surface and rotating round in a circular motion to mix the fluids inside the vial. Step 7. Place the vial in the second hole of the comparator. We should then place the comparator over the start point of the colour chart, ensuring we have the vials in the correct sequence. Step 8. Wait 6 minutes using a timepiece to record the time. This duration is essential to test kit accuracy and must be observed. After the full 6 minutes, looking from above in good light, we should slide the comparator along the colour chart, comparing our sample to the various colour swatches until we have the best match.
Your comparator card offers two scales of measurement, that being phosphorus, measured as PPO4, and phosphate, measured as PO4. In this case, our sample matches the third colour swatch along, giving us a PO4 level of 0.08. To achieve maximum growth and coloration in stony corals whilst inhibiting unwanted algal growth, it is recommended that our levels do not exceed 0.1 parts per million PO4 or 0.03 parts per million PPO4. In this case, our sample is within the acceptable ranges for mixed reef aquaria. If our sample doesn't quite match any of the swatches, we should take our reading between the next palest and the next darkest swatch. If our sample appears darker than the last colour swatch shown on the first section of the card at 0.36 parts per million PO4, we should then take the sample vial out of the comparator, placing it over the top of one of the two end swatches. This must be done in good light and viewed from above and without the comparator. If our sample still appears darker than these two swatches when conducting the low range procedure, we should switch to using the high range procedure as laid out from step 1 of the instructions.
After testing, all components, including test vials and syringes, should be thoroughly cleaned in accordance with our dedicated cleaning video. With the phosphate test kit, this cleaning procedure is essential to test kit accuracy to prevent contamination.
Keeping the test vials filled with RO water and stoppered whilst in storage will also help reduce the risk of contamination.
All components should then be stored back in the protective case, and the case stored in a safe dry location out of the reach of children. Health and safety information is available on the back of all bottles, in the instructions, and on the reverse of the packaging. A full range of test kits are available from your authorised D&D stockist, including any refills required for each kit. For further information and videos, please visit www.theaquariumsolution.com.